I'm a little low on energy this morning, but I really need to get those potatoes planted, so let's go ahead and get that done. I still have cilantro growing in my potato bed from my fall garden of 2025. These were growing in like October and somehow made it through the ice storm, and they look beautiful. So I'm gonna leave them. They're really good for helping with pest control and of course eating because they're delicious. And Tony approves. I'm just adding some compost to my potato beds. I decided 1 inch of compost on the top is plenty this year since the soil is in pretty good shape. So I just loosely worked it into the top of the bed and now it's ready to plant. And these beds are pretty great because they're deep and the soil is fertile and loose, so the potatoes have plenty of space to grow and they're not hindered by compacted soil. So I think 8 to 10 inches is probably just fine. I'll space some a little bit more maybe, but I definitely have room for at least 100 potatoes. Also, the fact that I'm harvesting most of these as new potatoes, they won't get as big and they won't need as much room. So I think I'm gonna lean more towards the 10 inches and I may be able to plant more than 100 potatoes. The 4-foot by 8-foot beds that are about 8 inches deep with soil, loose fertile soil, has done really well. This is my favorite way by far to grow potatoes. I would suggest trying to figure out something to protect your potatoes from grubs, wireworms. Sorry, they're picking up trash, so my videos keep getting interrupted. But yes, I would suggest being proactive about your pest control on your potatoes. This is the first year that I'm using the Neem Bliss in my planting holes. It has 5% nitrogen, some soluble potash 2%, and phosphate 1%, which should all be great for potatoes. The main reason I bought this is to help control the grubs and the wireworms that like to eat my potatoes. About 10 inches from this potato is around right here, so that's where I want to put my next planting hole. About 3 to 4 inches down. Mixing my Neem Bliss, about a teaspoon, into the bottom of the planting hole. Then place your potato in the hole with the eyes facing up. I've already planted about 23 of the chitted potatoes, and now I'm going to plant these whole potatoes. They were really small from last year's garden that have sprouted a whole bunch. So right now I just need 14 more for that bed. So I'm going to keep going with the gold potatoes in this bed. I'm going to finish planting my 14 Yukon gold potatoes out here in this bed, and then I will move on to that bed and plant my red Norland potatoes. I plan to plant the next bed closer together since I'll be harvesting early anyway for new potatoes. I may leave some in for storage potatoes, but with these being Yukon gold and red Norland, they don't store very well anyway, so it's best to eat them fresh. They do store if you want seed potatoes for the next year, like I did. I never have to buy potatoes, seed potatoes. I just store mine in my pantry in these drawers and let them sprout, and then I plant them out next year. With this being my first year using the Neem Bliss, I will be sure to update you guys and let you know how it worked out as far as the pest control and the fertilizing. It is an OMRI listed, all natural approved product. And no, it is not sponsored. I don't do that. I'm not into the sponsored videos because My videos are not popular enough for that. But I will let you guys know how this turns out. I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless.